What's happening, you guys? I hope you guys are all having a great day, as always. Today I am reviewing Smallville. Now, Smallville is basically the origin story of Superman before he was actually Superman. It lasted for 10 long years on 10 long seasons, and it was brought by the writing producers of Alfred Gough and Miles Millar. Throughout the 10 years of Smallville, it's had some talented actors and actresses, but some of the main ones are Tom Welling, Allison Mack, Kristin Kreuk, Erica Durance, Michael Rosenbaum, Annette O'Toole, Schneider, just to name a few. Now this show starts off with Kal-El falling from the sky, also known as Clark. Kal-El is Clark's birth name, and he lands in Smallville, Kansas, and is found by the Kents. You are seeing Clark's journey throughout his freshman year in high school, all the way to his adulthood, and you are seeing the struggles that this so-called alien is going through. He has struggles with trying to fit in, adjusting to the people around him, keeping secrets, wondering where he's actually from, and just being a normal teenage kid. You are seeing throughout every season, as well as each and every episode, Clark changing as a person. You are seeing the way Clark is changing from a teenage boy to the Man of Steel. I also thought the actors in relation to Clark were really good as well. To start off with, Michael Rosenbaum was absolutely phenomenal. He plays Lex Luthor, and in fact, I think he might even be better than Gene Hackman. Two other characters that I admired a lot were Chloe Sullivan, played by Allison Mack, and Jonathan Kent, played by John Schneider. Now, for those of you guys that didn't know, Chloe Sullivan wasn't in the comics. She was inserted in the show as a friend of Clark, and she really does kill it every time she's on screen. Her and Clark's friendship with each other were interesting. She always stood by Clark and did anything to protect him. And Jonathan Kent, played by John Schneider, to be honest, he might be my favorite character on the whole entire TV show. I'll be honest with this one, I didn't really like his character start off the show because he was always helicopter parenting Clark, but later and later into the show, I just thought he just kept on getting better and better, and I really admired how much he cared about Clark. He is always doing stuff to protect Clark. He's trying to make Clark the best person he can possibly be. He doesn't want Clark to get in trouble, and he doesn't want Clark to get hurt, or hurt anyone else. This guy's just so awesome as a TV show character. He's the perfect father figure. And last but not least, there's Tom Welling that plays the iconic Clark Kent. Every episode, I was just waiting for him to pull off an heroic act by saving someone. Overall, I thought his acting was a little weak in the show, but it gradually got better over time. I did enjoy his character a lot though. With that being said, I can't see someone else playing Clark Kent in this show the way Tom Welling did. Some of the stuff that I thought could have been improved upon in the show were the superheroes. For example, like Cyborg, Flash, Aquaman, Green Arrow, even the Wonder Twins were even in an episode. I thought they were cool additions, but they were only in the show for maybe a couple of brief episodes, and I didn't really like that much. Also, I thought Clark and Lana's relationship was cool at first, but it dragged on for way too much. It was totally unnecessary. I kind of lost interest in it. And one more thing that I thought kind of made the show a little worse was, sadly, Michael Rosenbaum's departure from the show as Lex Luthor. It was still somewhat decent when he left, but it could have just been so much better if he didn't go. He stole the show every time he was on screen. And one more thing that I thought was also weak as well was the villains in the show. They were bland and I didn't really have much interest in them at all. In my opinion, I thought Smallville was a pretty solid show. And I'll be honest with this one, if Smallville was never around, I don't believe the success of the shows like Arrow, Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, and Supergirl would be as successful as if Smallville wasn't there. Hey, I mean, maybe they still would have succeeded to this level like they are doing now, but Smallville is what really started DC TV. With all that said, I'm going to give Smallville an A. I watched this show in 2016, and I really wish I grew up with the show starting from 2001 to 2011, because I would have appreciated it so much more, and I would have loved watching it for 10 straight years. In addition, if you guys didn't know, there was a season 11 of Smallville in comic book form. I did read Volume 1. I might get Volume 2 and so on. But Volume 1 was pretty good overall. And a fun fact for you guys, before Smallville, the original thought was it was going to be a prequel of Batman and how Bruce Wayne became Batman, not the other way around with Clark Kent becoming Superman. Concluding this review, guys, thank you so much for watching my video. If you didn't already, subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and that way I can see you next time.